I'm trying to see my 129 and my 25 notes kind of fall together, so I don't know what day. I don't
219
know.
was the last one.
Was it 219? Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have no notes.
You got to the front door of Dandy Mops. And you
Oh
stood
yeah,
at
and
the
then we
front
went
door
through. Yeah, I remember
for
that now.
like an hour in real time, trying to figure out the best way to get through
it. Yep.
Yeah, we were at some place across the street.
Just remember.
Yeah, you got some snacks.
That was a really shitty.
What's up, Peaches? Welcome in.
Like,
Thanks for hanging
I
out.
remember that.
Yep.
But
Yep. You got in through the back door
Put
eventually.
me down. Oh, I get it! It's
And then I think you did some nice lock
That's a
picking,
clip.
trap
Thanks for the quack
checking,
pesky.
exploring the upstairs or the main floor, the regular floor of Dandy Mops. I don't think anyone stole any wigs. I don't remember. No, Hollimer
Zach
definitely
took a
took
bag
wig.
of like older looking ones that were like probably on the floor, I think.
Yeah, that's a really good one,
Yeah, you
Peaches.
took
That's a really
some
good
to,
one.
like, try to hide.
Welcome, everybody. I've not streamed in a long time, so I apologize for that. But I'm back. I'm here.
You ended up finding the secret
D&D.
entrance in the door closet.
Oh, I don't know.
into the
Every time your
sewer
shout out comes
and
up, I feel like it's a good
got
one.
to the main door of the sewer, followed along the little side path.
Oh god, we got a cousin it.
Hollimer
We got a cousin it.
is that Cat Roselle?
Yes.
Cat Roselle decided to go for a
Yeah, I
swim.
set up the Frosty Tools is Slither little
made
snake.
it down the length of
now.
the tunnel, and then
That's why it's like
found
that.
a door. You went in the door and found some fairly ramshackle, busted up, just kind of living area, maybe. Let's see what I wrote down for what that was supposed to be. Just kind of some general detritus. Nothing specific. 404. How dare you 404 me? D5, yeah. Yeah, so you busted in, you unlocked the door, and you looked around and kind of stopped at a good point and doubled back to collect the rest of the crew.
You're late, stream elements.
And that's where we start. In Roll20, right at the junction between not stepping in sewer muck and stepping in sewer muck.
Mort's OCD is constantly casting prestidigitation.
I don't know if we have enough time to clean this shit up, bro.
Can't talk. Working on keeping myself clean.
You're gonna be here a while if you try to get all of it.
We just have to make it till we get out.
Bro, you have problems.
Every other cast is like a lavender scent that goes through all of us.
Which, mixing with the dense stank of, you know, everything that's down there, it really is just ruining lavender for you.
Yep, 100%.
Now it's just shitrous.
Yeah. Every time you smell lavender, you're gonna remember this place.
That's alright.
This is why Mort's not using the lilac and gooseberry smell.
Nice. Alright, well, there's not much back there. We should just continue down the path here. It looks like a good exit, potentially, if we don't want to go back through where we came.
I'm not against scouting this. What do the rest of you think?
I'm still a cat. I can't say anything.
Loving the sound effects, girl. Go for it.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
I say we keep going.
Yeah, I mean, as gross as this is.
We gotten this far.
We'll keep rolling with the same kind of setup we had before. Roselle can go ahead a little ways, and then I'll follow behind in the shadows.
Okay, but we're going up the shitty path instead of
No.
the obvious
No.
path? Okay.
Yeah, I think if I remember right, Halmir and Roselle went that way already.
Yeah, that's all I was
They-
saying. It's just like it looks like a good potential escape besides the door we came in, kind of thing.
Got it. Yep. Okay. I'm with you.
All right.
Yeah, you definitely didn't explore everything down there. You got kind of to the entrance of this little area, this place, and stopped before you went too deep.
But you feel this place is totally explored. Got it. So let's move on.
I never said that. I said it's a potential escape
Ugh.
besides the one that we came.
8 days straight and no off day till Saturday.
The door
Yuck.
is not used.
I'm so
for
sorry to hear
many-
that, Peaches.
Many years,
That
it
sucks.
seems, and it was really loud, so I didn't want to alert everyone by fucking with it, unless we need to.
Okay.
Then let's stay to the path and we can figure out how we will escape this place later. I will follow you all. Who's taking the lead?
And I'll just kind of look up and I'll just kind of strut my way forward.
Yeah,
Follow
she's
that
on
pretty cat.
the catwalk.
That's
Nice.
right. She's got light on one of those beads in her mouth.
Oh,
Yep.
that's right. I actually forgot about that part.
She's like a creepy Halloween cat.
Yeah, and
Yep.
she can close her mouth to hide it.
Still creepy. She's like one of those kids' flashlights where the mouth opens. Ah!
Hell yeah, Peaches. Hell yeah.
exactly.
That'd be great. I'm excited for you. That's awesome.
Not gonna lie, my kids.
Esky and I
love
are doing a
those.
lot of traveling in April and early May.
I definitely.
We're
had
flying
one of
out
those. It was in a
to
truck or something.
Florida
Yeah.
mid-April, and then the end of
Kind
April, beginning of May,
hippopotamus, actually.
we're going to
I think
Nashville
it
for my
was.
sister's
Definitely.
graduation / bachelorette party / bunch of other crap.
Okay. Well,
I don't know if I'd call them vacations, but it'll be nice to get away for a while.
Make a perception check, and then I'm gonna scroll
Okay, no
way up on
characters.
this document. Yeah. 13, maybe 19. The passive 15, taking up the rear.
Giggity.
I was thinking
Not
That's what she
taking
said.
it up the rear. Jeez.
that.
I'm trying to
Your
catch
words, not ours.
Mhm.
I'm trying to catch up on Critical Role, and I'm a few episodes behind, and they're just goofy in that episode I'm on, and they just keep getting sidetracked. And I think Matt said something about like sects, like SECTS. Speaking of whatever villain or something, and they just lost it, and then they were talking about sex, ha 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 ha, and like
Jesus.
they were just punchy that time.
Houston, got an Airbnb with lots of
With a 13 perception,
nice.
Roselle, you're able
But you can't
to
guess.
easily
Just found
navigate
Airbnb.
this narrow
Making
path
the
as
kids
it
to the color
continues
factory
on
there.
for a while.
That's cool. That'll be fun.
you
I am very
don't
jealous of
see
your vacation more than
a
mine.
whole lot going
Yours
on.
is
over
actually
here.
going to be relaxing. It
Um,
sounds like
It does.
mine's going to be a
seem
lot of work involved.
less,
I'm very excited for you.
maybe less frequently trod upon. The from where you came down
Yeah, I know for a fact
through
you found that
Dandy
one,
Mops,
Peaches. I know you're good at
and then
that.
through the door and about to the bridge seemed occasionally used. Once you get past that and down even a little bit further, 40, 50, 100 feet down the path,
That'll be the best
the
part, Peaches. That'll be the best part.
trail along you just seems to just be a little bit dirtier on average.
Thank you, Pesky, for giving that shout out. What's up,
More
Carolyn? I see you out there.
splashed sewage matter up onto the
She's actually in the game. Those who don't know.
walkway, the catwalk, if you will,
She's Serena.
and just a little bit, more cobwebs and whatnot in the corners that you're looking at.
I hear.
And Day, you kind of get the same vibe from the back. You following up the rear.
Oh, that's nice, Peaches.
Maybe
Yeah,
you
I get
spot kind of a reverse. Occasionally there are dirtier footprints from the kind of the bridge bit that your character is still showing that you notice don't seem to go at all in this direction. There's a certain amount of filth that is present in the first area where you hung out for a little while that does not seem to match down this path. And again, with cobwebs and things, less used.
Good point, Carolyn.
I'm just gonna keep making my way downtown.
I'm making my way. I can't even do that. Yep. Light lasts for quite a while, so you're not having any trouble seeing. How long would you like to continue down this? I think occasionally. Well, I'll let you answer the question first. How long would you like to travel? What amount of time?
I'd say travel for like maybe 10-15 minutes. See if there's any other like nooks or crannies I could turn into.
Traveling for a long enough time like that, you would. I have to suspect that eventually you would come to another kind of inflow. That's what I imagine this section of the map that you can see still is showing is actually flow into kind of a larger section of the sewer.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, Peaches. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I think you eventually come up to another similar one like that. But shortly afterwards, you do end up basically coming to a dead end as far as the walkway is concerned, which would require you to recede back down into the sewage, and not even just that, but it would also be going kind of into an enclosed small tunnel rather than kind of an open walk.
Seems we've hit the end of the map here.
Okay.
I feel like we should go back to where it's not as dirty and look around for something. We must have missed a door.
Yeah, I like that idea. So what, backtrack just a little bit and just see if we miss anything on our way back?
Go back to where it starts looking like it's dirtier and search from there to the bridge. I feel like we missed something in between there.
I'm down for that.
Are we all together for that, or is that just you two leading the way?
I don't think we're too far from each other at this
Yeah.
point.
I kind of thought you had all gone on a wander together.
I guess originally we were traveling separate, but then the description made it sound like you guys were with us. So I don't really. I'd say we're probably just together, right? Since we made it to this bridge anyway, and it's just a long straight line. So
Yeah, I know we were at the bridge together. I just didn't know if we went with you guys on the scouting down the hall.
So does the DM just make the story up
we
as they
didn't really
go, or do they
specify,
have like
so
a
I guess
binder
we
or
can either
pre-written
go
stories that they
together
can
or not.
tweak as
It's
it
probably
flows?
fine either way.
So it is
But we can go
pre-written.
back to where you guys
It is a
are,
pre-written
or where you guys
campaign.
are anyway, and start looking at the cleaner area.
Our current DM
Or
did
the
tell us that his
lesser
wife ran
used
the same
area.
campaign for a different group a while back.
Since it's all slightly
Um,
cleaner because Halimir.
But it is still
not
kind of
Halimir,
like
sorry,
our
Warren-
decisions change the
Warren
story,
can't
so
help
there's
himself
multiple
because
paths we can
there's
take
just-
that lead to the same
Guys,
ending. It's just a matter of how we get there based on the decisions we make while we play. Being a DM is very difficult because it's a mixture of. I'm going to turn them down a little bit. It's a mixture of following the script and also letting us pick our. It's like, think of it like a choose your own adventure story. If you ever read those books, there's a book full of possibilities, and he just kind of gives us the options of which one we're going to take. Now it is possible that we go off the map, so to speak, and then he has to like
so
come up
going
with something on the
back,
spot to
meeting up with
bring
the
us
crew
back.
again.
There is that kind of dynamic to it, and that's why it's so difficult to be a dungeon master. I've done it once, maybe twice, where I do like a very, very short story that has like a beginning, middle, and end that's like very clear and very quick. One of them was with this group, and it went pretty well. And then I also did one with Pesky's sister, my sister-in-law, and we never finished it. We got like halfway through it, and then we just haven't had time to get together again.
Sorry,
So,
staying along the catwalk still.
but so it's a little to answer your question, it's a little bit of both.
Bottom of the map that's available is there tunnels from that?
But there is an overarching story that we're following.
Catwalk and water.
Just individual decisions that we're kind of deciding, and he's
Uh,
filling in the gaps where needed.
Yeah, I mean, from here down, from where you are down off the map southward, downwards, that just kind of continues with the same basic what you've got there. Sewage underneath, a catwalk up above, kind of alongside it. And that's where you go. You go down for a little while, and you can find another kind of an inflow pipe, just like the one you've got. And then eventually that ends, and it all just funnels into a smaller section. But you can certainly run an investigation check if you're like feeling up the walls, trying to see if there's something else.
Peaches. That is the scary part. When I was doing
That is what I would like
my
to
one
do.
shot, they call it, when it's like a one night kind of a
First
game
run at
or
it.
2 nights.
So somebody else wants to maybe.
I literally made it a dungeon where there was literally nowhere to go but the door in front of you, just so they wouldn't do something like that, because I was too nervous to try to
Sorry,
come
what
up
are
with stuff.
we giving a go to?
Just looking around to see if there's any like secret passageways.
Yeah,
we
no,
might
I
have
would
missed.
definitely
Yeah.
be looking around as I'm walking. But so, because
Well, you
I
could
think
have
we've
even,
established that
yeah.
we're together, right? So
Yeah, and you could have, I mean, when they wandered off down, you could have certainly, I don't know, lit a torch or something and just kind of looked around this vicinity. So why don't you go ahead and roll investigation?
hey,
There we go. There we go.
Nice.
Oh, I want to look up something here. Yeah. So you take a real solid look in the vicinity along the walls, and maybe eventually what you notice with a 23. I mean, you cover all the basics. You hit the walls. You've got some time. You're just vaguely familiar with secret passages and things, and you see some nodules and some bumps in the wall. You're pushing, you're scraping, pulling, whatever you can do to try to nudge these, try to find whatever this door is. You feel up the wall quite significantly. Not pulling anything out of the hat there, but you kind of sit back. You come back towards the bridge and just take a seat you can dangle your feet over without getting in the muck, and it's kind of nice to take a load off for a minute. And you see some chalk on the inside of the bridge.
Yep.
And it's
that's true. Roll 23 apparently.
Poorly done.
Roll for charisma maybe. Performance check maybe.
Maybe a skeleton. Something. They really tried to. Somebody tried to make a really cool new symbol.
The toys in the bedroom we forgot about were the dice apparently.
They kind of realized it partway through and tried to erase some stuff, but then they realized like I don't have a fresh source of water. I'm not gonna like grab some muck and wash it off. So they just kind of slapped it and walked away.
Go for luck.
You also noticed that a trail of
Let's see.
Chalk.
I don't know if there's a luck stat.
Along
I think certain races have luck though, because I think like halflings you can roll for luck. I think if you roll a 1 on any skill check, you can roll something to see if you're lucky and don't get that or something like that. I can't remember exactly how it works. So that is a thing, although it's not a stat necessarily.
There was a little doodle on the bridge. They were trying to come up with a cool new logo.
And now identify as a halfling. Well, actually, yeah, that kind of makes sense. They're basically hobbits.
As you're kind of sitting there, you can see some scratches of the chalk along the inside of the wall.
Guys, did anybody else notice these? Does anybody
You're good.
else know what
You're
they
good. I
mean?
got it.
I'm not much for knowing things. I more so tell them.
Don't you gotta know before you tell?
Yeah, they're basically hobbits. I would identify as one of those as well.
You're not good at convincing people that you know what you're doing.
Guys, my eye is really bugging me. I'm gonna go take out my contact real quick. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Is this like a symbol that any of us recognize? Or
Make a check of some sort. You could do history or general intelligence.
insight?
Not so much. You're not trying to decipher the thoughts of the 14.
Investigation? Otherwise, everything else I got a -1.
Sometimes
Me
you bash
too.
your head against the wall and
Me
see
too.
what comes out.
I'm a fucking shooter up there. History? Boom. Nice.
See? Sometimes the dice want you to know things. History, you put your heads together, you're looking at the symbol, you almost like redraw
Just told my
it.
sister the other day, I wish
I mean,
we lived in the Shire.
presentation,
Yes, the
catch
Shire
up,
would be
whatever,
great.
So you kind of you
That's true. There
clean
is a
the
Hobbit
face of the
home
wall up
Airbnb
on
out
top,
there. I've seen that.
into kind of a similar shape that you find on the corner, so you don't have to be leaning over the edge, kind of staring at the sewage and things flowing under you. You kind of recreate it on the wall where it's a
Oh, there's
little
one in
more comfortable
Texas,
for
too?
everyone to see, and it doesn't look like any signs or symbols or deities or anything that you're familiar
Oh,
with.
like a studio. Yeah, okay.
But you do see that it's just terribly overcomplicated. Symbols are usually
Very cool.
straightforward and easy.
I've always wanted to
really
try one of
quick to
those.
replicate. I mean, you've got symbols from the other peoples, from the
It's more from like
every
one
other
person
clan.
or
I've
a
just
couple.
lost
Wish it
all
fit
of
more
my
people. Yeah.
mental notes.
Well, it fits a
Um,
bunch of Hobbit-sized people,
The Harpers is
but only one or two
the
humans.
harp, a really rough harp. You've got the Zent. I think they have like
Oh, there you go.
scratch marks as basically their symbol. Like, this is just overly complicated and not a good
That one's awesome.
symbol for someone. So nothing you're familiar with,
That's pretty cool.
and kind of feels like somebody was trying to make
That's
a
pretty
thing
cool.
happen. And then got frustrated with themselves for doing such a bad job at it. I'm going to take a quick opportunity so you all can dwell on that thought. I'm going to take a 1 minute bio break.
Does anybody have the ability to tell if this is magical?
I do not.
I could if I wasn't a cat. I mean, meow.
Dork.
You should just text one of us what you're saying.
Yeah.
Or I guess I do have speak with animals, but I guess that's like a one kind of quick thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't remember.
A quick exchange of shit real quick, and then you're done.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it lasts for a little bit.
Oh, 10 minutes.
Look, Peaches, it's just one of those
Yeah,
kind
so not
of
forever,
places, you
but
know.
a little
Don't knock it till you try
What
it.
lasts? Sorry. Isn't it like an hour?
Speak with animals? Nah, it's just 10 minutes. But that's still pretty good.
Hey.
I
I
could
think it's
still
pretty
talk
good.
to any one of your animal forms during like an entire battle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Not that I'd want to use the spell slot for that, I guess, maybe. I don't have very many, so...
Ooh, I don't
Yeah,
know.
from the heat of battle, maybe not.
Healing you might be better than fucking talking to you, right?
I mean... like,
Red Room
it depends on what
Treehouse.
you
I don't know
like.
that one. I'll have to look that up. I'm not familiar with that one.
Well, she saved my life as a goat, so I kind of owe it to her. Well, I guess I saved
Yeah.
your life too. I pulled you back
That's true.
from
You.
the brink of death first,
That's
really.
true.
I wasn't a goat though, so that's different.
I mean, that's a matter of thought. Prove your self-esteem. Definitely a goat over here.
I guess I am pretty bad.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Are you a bad boy?
So for the fact that we've been watching Love Island season 1 and they just did like dress up and try and seduce everybody thing, and one of the girls came out as a cop and started yelling at all of them at the top of her lungs that they've all been bad boys.
Oh my god.
Dear Lord.
Well executed
you
cop
won.
cosplay.
Yeah, you won by getting their heart rate up the highest, and so everybody else came out sexy, and she was trying to be sexy, but she was on the it was
It's terrifying.
the most terrifying thing that these men have been through for most of them. Like 3 of them, she got their heart rate the highest.
She won
Oh
with
shit,
fear
Peaches, this is
instead.
the okay, yep.
But she was trying to
Okay.
be sexy too.
Alright. I see what you're saying.
That somehow makes it sexier.
I think my favorite one was one of the girls dressed
Yep.
up in a hot
Yep.
dog costume.
Yep.
And she
I got
one
it.
of the guys.
I'm picking up. Yep.
That dude was not fed.
I didn't see, where was that?
All right. So you've analyzed this icon a little bit. Seen some chalk work. Got
I'm
Missy
blind.
meow meow cleaning herself up.
I have a feeling that we're not going to be able to get out of this without getting in that muck. But I would like to
cannot
find
see
out
where
if
it's
this
at.
is magical. See if there's some type of surveillance or if we have triggered some alarm.
I don't know. I'll look into it later. Well, that's
Does
crazy.
anybody have that capability to detect magic?
Sadly, I do not.
Nope.
Then I guess we will just have to hope. Roselle, since you're a cat and would draw less attention,
Can't
would you
see
like to take the
shit.
lead again?
I'd go there. Hell yeah.
Well, we're going back in the water because whenever she was in the water before, she was swimming, and I don't. That's got to be tough, swimming through shit.
Then would somebody like to carry her?
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep taking her through there. It's fine.
We'll be following
No.
this time. Is that okay
I'll
with
lower
you two?
myself back into the shit.
Woohoo! Got you back in
We're
there.
in deep shit.
Enjoy it. Haha.
Ah.
3 feet deep, in fact.
I'm gonna go in like you would into a hot tub.
Just so slow. 1 foot at a time.
Super host, the most loved
Just
Airbnb.
terrified
Oh
every
shit.
time he tries to get close, he
Yeah.
reaches back.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to put that on the bucket list. That sounds awesome to me.
Don't worry, you'll have us cleaned up in no time, bro.
It's not that, it's the principle of the matter. But let's get this over with. Damaris, you'll have to push me in.
I don't know what you mean. And then mid sentence, I just shove you.
Sweep the leg. Face first.
Okay, I wouldn't try to knock him over.
He's not trying to make him feel physically ill before he does it.
Yeah.
Pulls him off the bridge so both of them go under.
Yeah, that's probably what would happen, actually.
I was just thinking that you push me, I end up going face first, and yeah,
I'll be in behind you pretty quick.
poisoned for the rest of the campaign.
Pretty much.
Oh man.
I just don't wake up tomorrow.
All right. Well, yeah. As you gracefully enter the sludge and work your way down.
So we're going back down the path that we kind of explored.
Yep.
We're following the super brown road.
Nah.
Go beans.
All right. Well, the first two of you already went down here once, so why don't the rest of you? Well, no. No. Never mind. Change that idea. Scrolling. Day. Okay. Sweet. Cool. Giggity. Let me reread this thing. Is this a thing or a thing? Okay,
I think it's
so
a thing.
yeah, it is a thing. Holomir's leading the way. Bravo, sir. You're a brave one. You've been down this way before. No big deal. Familiar stench at this point. Getting that horrible spot where it's actually not smelling all that much to you, which is just worse because you just know it's there and you can't smell it.
Thanks for the barrel roll, Pesky.
Alright, so keeping on. I'm gonna skip forward to right here with Day.
Yeah, that's fine.
And Day, with your passive, as you are wading through this with everyone, you kind of just take a beat at this kind of segment and feel like the walls changed a little bit. Like you're not sure whether you want to focus on the sludge you're walking through or not, And for this section, you chose to kind of not look at the sludge, and you're staring at the walls, and you feel like that just shifts a little bit. Something just a little different on both sides of the room here, of the hall.
Okay. Hey guys, hold on a second. And then can I check the walls closer and see if there's something? Like perception or something? Or investigation, maybe?
Yeah, one or the other.
What is it? Out of here quickly.
The walls are just different here.
Roll it again with advantage.
Oh, yep. Thank you.
You have.
Oh, better.
Yep. So you stop and just take a real deep look at it, and you can see kind of what Serena was looking for earlier. You were watching her trying to look through the walls at the bridge area, and you just happened to see here. Oh, that looks like what she kept saying that she was looking for. And you feel like on either side of the hallway here, of the sludge way, you've got viable doors.
Oh shit, I think these are doors, guys. Can I... what should we do?
Get out of the sludge door. Let's open it. And
Okay.
Go through.
Which one?
I don't care. Either would be good.
I think we should sit and talk about it. No, I'm kidding. I'll just go up to this one.
Starts hyperventilating.
All right, come on. Can I try just see if it's unlocked?
Well, that's kind of the nature of the secret door here. Yeah.
I guess is it obvious how it opens? I didn't think of that.
Yeah. So the what they were going for in these secret doors was obfuscation, not for actual lock. Locking mechanisms just take a little bit more space and make it a little easier to see. They just wanted to hide them. So you kind of reach to where the mechanism is, and you feel like you could open this secret door.
Guys, I think I know how to open it. Should I open it?
Please get to sit down.
Okay. Open the door.
Perfect. You are... I'll throw some visibility there for you, roughly.
What's up, Brad? Welcome in. Sorry, I'm right in the middle of role playing, but
you
welcome in,
step
man.
up
Thanks for hanging
into
out.
This thing. It is
Playing a little
bit of
D&D
a
tonight.
raised thing,
It's been a long
but,
time since I've
you know,
streamed. Good to see you, man.
sewage doesn't get into the space. And take a look around.
5 more feet in if you could. That way we could all get
Oh,
in there.
yep.
Most frantic prestidigitation castings ever.
I really thought you would have shoved me.
Just spamming.
I imagine Mort did try and shove you, but Mort's not good at being physical.
I was like, there's a breeze behind me. Oh, it's cold.
Yeah, so you step into here and you see it's a little rough in spaces.
Imagine you open the door and it's a bigger
There's
plate of
some
shit.
stone
Yeah.
pillars.
Peaches. That would have been
that-
hilarious.
If you invite your light cat into there.
Yeah, I'm doing good, Rad. Doing good. Hope her trip was
Or
good.
if she's with you already. There's stone pillars and some decent looking arches. Like this almost would be, if it was cleaned up, would look really nice. Not necessarily in the kind of way you'd want to display, but yeah, a very,
You know,
very
Rad, I have
well-made
mixed feelings
space.
about it.
Definitely, rough around the edges and more for storage. But
I'm kind of at a point at this point where
there's some.
I'm just going to cheer for
there's a
whoever ends
kind
up on our
half
team,
demo
regardless of who it is.
Wall,
Kirk
on
had
the
his
right,
when he was on,
kind
but
of
when he was off, he was
joins, probably
shit.
two different
So-
sections underneath at first.
I'm not really upset, but I also kind of saw it coming
And-
partially. So I will just be excited to see who takes his place. That's all I can really say about it. You know,
And as you step in,
it is what it is. Exactly like
Here.
Pesky said. Just kind of roll with what we got at this point. We're the kind of team where
passive,
we've had so
you
much turnover the
hear
last couple
a
years
nice,
that it's like
shambling.
we'll just see what
sound
team comes together when the season starts, and I'll
as the
worry
cat
about it then.
kind of follows in.
I'm kind of at a point in my life where I'm like, if there's things out of my control, I try not to stress about them. I have enough things that are in my control that I stress out about.
And
but
just up
if it's out of my
aside,
control, I'm not going to waste my energy on it, you know?
You see
I don't even have a clue, Rad. I know nothing about the rookies, the draft,
a skelly
who is even available. I don't pay attention to anybody but the Vikings. I don't get that into football lately, so I just
beautiful light
have no idea.
coming
Not
from
even a
behind
clue.
You.
Not even an inkling.
And kind of turns and looks towards you and starts shambling in your direction.
How do you determine who goes next? Is it set or is situations like whoever has the
Let's go ahead
ability
and
needed?
roll.
So, in every part of the game, except when we're in a fight, it's just kind of a whoever walks up there, you know, whoever says they're going to walk up there is kind of the person going. It's not really a turn-based situation. It's just kind of a, we're all just hanging out, and as we think of things, we'll do them, and we're like, oh, I think I heard you were good at lock picking, so we'll have you step up and do it. But in situations like this where we're in a fight, we're about to get into a fight.
Yeah, I really don't either one of these options, but I mean,
this is when it
clearly
becomes
that's why my
turn-based.
initiative is so fucking low.
This is right now we're rolling what's called initiative,
Serena's like,
and that decides our order in the battle. So like these numbers on the side here that you can see, these are our numbers that we're rolling to. Oh yeah, see, I rolled a nat 1, but I get a +4, so I'm probably gonna go last. But this is to show how fast we move in the situation. So that's our initiation. Who initiated, like, got into the fight faster. So right now that determines the order that we're gonna get to do our thing. So we just ran into this skeleton thing in the room. That's what triggered us to need to roll initiative and start a fight, because we're obviously gonna fight this guy. So once the interaction is initiated, we have to start rolling for turn-based combat kind of stuff. So now is when we can decide what we're gonna do one at a time. Each turn in this fight is actually real time, 6 seconds.
That's right there.
So like after we go through every single person in the turn order, 6 seconds have gone by. Or I'm sorry, a minute has gone by. Each of us gets about 6 seconds. Yeah.
Oh, that's the problem. I sent it to the map layer. That was dumb.
7 stream streak. Nice job, Brad. I haven't streamed in a while either, so that's impressive.
All right.
That's kind of cool. And that's the same way Baldur's Gate 3 works too. I've been playing that lately, and it works exactly like this. You can walk around, interact with it however you want, and then once you get into a fight, it'll make you roll for the turn-based combat. It's pretty cool.
Somebody's reading the room.
Thank you for the question, Peaches. I love talking about it, so I appreciate the question.
And as you notice that, yeah, you actually do, Day, kind of light up your eyes.
Yeah, that game is actually a really good intro for people to D&D. It's a fun way to kind of learn the
a few more
dynamics, so that when you go to play a real game, you kind of understand it a little bit more. I love that. It's fun to play too. I did a lot of gameplay watching before I bought it. It's awesome. It's just awesome. Sorry about the stress, Peaches. I can relate, and I feel bad for you. But hopefully that vacation comes fast, right?
All right, and
I'm way too excited about that.
Busy days go by quicker, so hopefully that means it'll come like that.
What's your story here? You just hopped up out of the muck and you started shaking off to Mort's dismay. And
Pesky's also a cat right now. In case that was confusing. Pesky's a druid, and druids can turn into animals.
And
so she became a cat to explore the sewers in, because she thought it'd be easier to get into places that were small and hard to reach. So this is Pesky as a cat right here, and it's her turn she rolled high, so it's her turn in the turn order. Keeps my mind busy, so I like it. Yeah, I can relate to that too.
I don't know how I walk in and
I had slow days at work, and I was like, man, this is taking forever, and it's boring, and I hated it. And then the last 2 weeks I've been just busy as shit, and I
That's
hated
not a
it. But at the
space.
same time, it went so
empty ones
fast,
in the middle, those
and it
gray
kept me
ones
busy
are
that I wasn't sitting around and
columns.
bored waiting for something to do. That I almost prefer those. I prefer a shitty busy day, I think, to a shitty slow day, if that makes sense.
Attack with
Just because it goes
fireball.
faster and it keeps you busy.
Cool.
She probably
Claws it
will.
is.
Claws, yeah, she's using her claws. That's what she said.
Doo-doo.
Dude, work with what you got, right?
Oh.
She only gets like one
not
or two
quite.
animal changes.
You scratch it
between,
good and you get into some of
sleeping,
that rough
Like
and
at
mucky
every night
armor,
she refreshes, or whenever she takes a long
clothing
rest, they call
mess
it.
that is on
So
it.
she
You
probably
just
wants to
kinda
hold on to this animal shape as long as she can,
don't quite
because she doesn't get
connect
to
with
do very
anything
many.
that matters.
Yeah, agreed, Peaches. We're on the same page.
That's it.
All right. Hollomere with a 15.
Yep. Sorry,
Well,
one second,
the
I'm
bright
still
side-
pulling up all the fucking 100 things I can do on the first turn. that I-
Yep.
The bright side is,
Yep.
we're kind of in charge of our own stuff. Like, we should
You
know
got a
our
little
own powers.
floor, right?
And not rely on the DM to remember. So like then when we come up with stuff, we know how it works. It makes
Well, I
that a
mean,
little
of course, you're
easier.
probably gonna
He does have to
bonus action,
keep it within the
fucking
rules, so he does have to
hunter's
have a general understanding of how it works. But when it comes to the specifics, there's like stuff online, there's books that he has on hand, I'm sure, in front of him right now while he's running this for that kind of stuff. A good DM knows all of that, like Matt Mercer from Critical Role. If you've ever seen that, I'm sure he knows all that like the back of his hand. Like that's just part of the job.
Right.
Downfall of certain animals is not great attacks. Yeah, true. I used to play D&D actually when I was younger. Yeah, a lot of people played as kids. I never did.
Sorry.
I didn't get into it until 5 years
I knew what
ago.
I was gonna do until I.
Pesky and I found an IRL group in our neighborhood that played. And then when COVID hit a year later, we moved it online, and then we've been playing online pretty much ever since.
Yeah.
We do an odd in-person game here and there. Like when we started this campaign, we did do one in-person group meeting to kind of make our characters, hear the gist of the story, things like that.
Attack and an extra
Yeah, I like how you all
damage
play. I've
on
wanted to
it.
play, but everyone is always so serious, and it scared me away from it. Yeah, I can understand that. That's how I was feeling. I was a little bit more social in 2019, so I don't think I would have done something like that today. But we found a random group that were like,
Yep, 18.
half of us have never played this before, and half of us are seasoned vets who love teaching new people. Please come and learn with us. And so Pesky and I had a really great start to the intro to the world, I should say.
That's max damage,
So,
8 plus 3.
When you find a good group to be intro, I've been talking with a lot of people, and a lot of people feel the same way you do, Peaches. And it's making me want to put together a one-shot for newbies. Just do one, because I've never DM'd. Like, I shouldn't say I've never DM'd. I have DM'd maybe one time. I know very little about it, but I'd be willing to, like, teach a big group of people of how to play. Like, nobody cares, so nobody's too serious about it. We're all just in it to learn and try to have as much fun as possible and try to set something like that up. I think that'd be fun. It depends on the campaign. They typically say it can be as many as you want at the end of the day. They say that 4 to 5 is kind of the max amount of players and then a DM. Because once you get more people than that, it's hard to keep track of that many different people's abilities and characters and stuff like that.
Attack on your first go.
Not to mention, the more people there are, the harder the monsters have to be to fight. Otherwise, you'll be one-shotting, or like killing all these beasts that we throw at you in one shot very quickly. If there's too many people. So it's about weighing the difficulty of the enemies to the number of people. I'd say with seasoned DMs, they can handle more people, but for somebody who's newer, a smaller group is better to start with. Our group is 5 of us plus the DM, which is a lot. So there have been times where it's kind of difficult.
That 8 onto your 4 is enough to take down the second.
I'd be so down if you ever do it. Let me know for sure. Yeah, I'll put you on the list. I know that ZDP is doing something similar in his
on the side
Discord. They have like they're doing more of a murder mystery style, but it's in D&D rules. I was gonna do it, but I ended up not signing up for it just because we got so much going on. But something like that sounds fun. He has a shit ton of people doing that too. I think there's like 16 people signed up for that or something crazy. Like I don't know how he's doing that. I'm very interested to
There
see.
you go. Action,
I hope he
bonus,
streams
a
that
little
because
bit
I'm
of
very
movement,
interested to see how he does that.
Pop, and you
'Cause
go
I have-
down to
I have no idea what that's going to
Skelly
entail.
Bros before they even have a chance to do their thing.
And then I'll move up here to complete my movement or complete my turn.
Okay. As you move up there,
Shizzard. Well, they killed those ones already. Okay. I didn't see those behind the turn order. Whoopsies.
do notice
Yeah,
one
see,
more Skelebro.
I'd
over
watch, but
there.
I'd need something with a small group at least for the first time or two. Yeah, maybe I'll set up a couple different one-shots depending on how many people we get. Hell, then I could run the same story for all 2 groups, and just kind of be like hey, we're going to do a short game just so you can learn how to play.
And what is that? Is that a second one behind it?
Oh my god,
Dang
there's
it.
so
Yep.
many of them in here. Oh shit. But yeah, I'll work
I'll
on
say
something.
There's 2 more around the corner over here.
That'd be a fun event to set up.
Still cleaning up.
Mort, what you got? Prestidigitation.
Mort is going straight to the over here and is casting Prestidigitation. He is
God damn
trying to clean himself.
There better be something
Oh,
good in there. Yeah, right?
That you guys can.
We've been looking for this. Pesky reminded me today because I have such a bad memory. That's going to be my biggest downfall as a DM and why I'd rather do one-shots is my memory is terrible. I'm going to forget
We'll look at the one
what
down
people
the
have
way.
done, what the bad guys
So-
can do. That's what I'm
You know-
most worried about.
At least the water smells a little better than you. But
As long as we keep it to like 1 to 2 session games where you can get it all done in like
You're kind of pretending to cast
4
which is
to
mockery
8 hours.
at them because you know your party is expecting you to do something.
I can handle that.
Yep.
All right, so Mort hurls insults as usual.
Hell, I believe
And,
somebody ran a
Following
game.
This, the one.
Oh,
right
Matt
up
Mercer
next
from
to
Critical Role ran a
Cat
game for Stephen Colbert,
to
I think it was,
realize
and it was just the 2 of
got
them.
more fun, more targets.
Like he just
around
ran it for one person, which you can do. I've told Pesky I'd write her a campaign to do
Um,
just the 2 of us for like a date
but,
night or something.
Let's see, the cat was the one who slashed at it first. So
I think that'd be
we'll
fun,
reach
but it's
out
more fun with more people, obviously.
with
But you can make it however you want. You
a
can do it with
really nasty,
as
rough,
ZDP is
busted
proving. You can do it with
short sword
16.
and try to
You can do it with
smash,
4. You can kind of do whatever you want. That's the
Cat.
fun part about it. Is it's open book. And there was actually some.
and swing and a miss. I mean, it just whatever you did, however the cat slashed at it, it dropped the little
Oh,
strip
shit,
of
this didn't
cloth
update with the-
into the way of its hand, and so it
Our
reaches
event
for its
just
sword,
started
and
in the
kind of
Discord, and I just realized
fumbles
it's
and
because the
buckles and
time
tries to
change
pull it
didn't
up and kinda
work
just
with the
smacks it
with the
against
event.
the stone pillar.
That's
next to
funny.
you.
Anyway, there's been some controversy with the you had D&D date night. There's been some controversy with D&D because the people who own D&D, which I'm not going to remember the name of, Wizard of the Coast, I think, were trying to tighten the copyright on it so that
Right.
people couldn't use their D&D books and rules without paying them, basically. And there was a huge uproar from the community, and they backed down and said,
after that
never mind,
one,
never mind.
Swings.
It's all
and
good.
miss.
They scared them back into
That's
submission.
30 foot of shambling speed.
I haven't seen that
3,
since the
shamble,
Sonic got shut down and remade.
And 1, 2.
But yeah, that was like
no, actually,
a year or two ago
this
that
one
came out.
sees this evil
Like they
cat.
were trying to push that.
These skeletons were just living and existing in peace.
And loyal following who pay for everything
So
already.
the
Yeah,
cat
exactly,
came out of nowhere
exactly.
in a bright light and
It would
starts
shut
to
down so many
slash at
shows
this poor
that are
defense-
doing D&D
well, not
TV
exactly
shows, like
defenseless
Critical Role would have had
skeleton.
to start paying them just for the access
And
to their
will
materials and
attempt
shit
to
like that.
avenge its
I'm already buying the book. Like, what do you mean?
fellows
Like,
with a frickin'
it
nat
came
one.
down to
And
royalties.
it
They wanted
swings,
you to
it
pay
is
them
too
if you were
zealous
making
in
money
its
off of
desire
a
to
D&D. So like
damage,
people who are running
and it swings
streams
wide.
and were getting
Um,
subscriptions and people who are, stuff, podcasts and stuff like that. So, a little messy.
Swings hard and actually ends up slashing at its buddy right there for a 14 to hit and doing 5 damage on buddy right here. So that guy looks a little worse for wear, having been stabbed or slashed by his own ally. The next one comes down and sees this dang cat. They've got it. They've got this cat. It's dealt with, and is more worried about other things that this is lit up, and takes a slash at Damaris. For a
Yeah,
19.
exactly. And that's the case with all video games.
Okay,
That's
I
like-
think that's gonna hit you for a 19. Yep,
Yep, that'll hit.
perfect. Getting there though. You got a 17.
Yep.
Okay. There we go for 6 slashing rusty damage.
Okay.
All right, Serena.
But what I was gonna say is that's like
and we'll, for the sake of
if
this,
like
say you can see in there
Fortnite,
pretty
well,
you've
Fortnite's a
got
bad example.
cat
If
light
like Baldur's Gate
lighting up
3
the place.
not
You
only
see
made you pay
Damaris
to buy the
running in,
game, if you were streaming the game and
pushing
people are subscribing to
fanning
watch you
the
stream the
smell
game,
of
they'd want a part of your
lavender.
streaming.
You
like,
step up
subscription
and
fees.
you see
It just doesn't make sense.
Roselle
It
moved
doesn't make
in
sense.
And suddenly was accosted
So,
by a few.
Yeah, they
skeletons,
quickly
calling him
overturned
rips
that
out
or
his bones,
backpedaled a little bit.
runs around, runs into there where you can't see.
Oh boy.
Alright, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do in my turn. My turn's finally almost coming up. I rolled so low that I finally get to go here. Oh.
I will.
I'm sorry, a round is 6 seconds, I think it is. I don't remember exactly the specifics, but basically, this fight is happening very quickly, but it's like in slow motion, and we're all taking our turns one at a time, and I think each of us has like 6 seconds,
Absolutely.
like in real time, and then we're allowed an action, a bonus action, and movement in that 6 seconds. Like there's a certain limit we get,
Cool.
which is on our
It's
character
close.
sheets.
You
Like my character can
colony
move
now,
35 feet
just on the
per
other
turn.
side of
And then I can like
one
attack once, and I can use a bonus action once, which can be something like helping other
that's
people,
looking annoyed
or
at
if I have magic,
ally who's
there's some
slashed.
spells that only take a bonus action, stuff like that. I don't have spells, but
15.
I did in my last campaign, but I decided not to do it. Can you die in D&D, and what happens if you do? So yes, yeah, 100% you can. So if you get
Wow, that was a really shitty
knocked
roll, but do you get
down
sneak attack damage?
and don't get up again,
Yep,
never gonna keep it.
Okay, and how much
Um,
is that again?
if
I
you-
don't know.
that's probably 2d6.
If you get knocked down, what happens is there's
One down. Oh my
death
God,
saves, they
still
call it.
fucking terrible.
And
minimum
Every
damage.
turn after you get
Oh.
knocked down, you roll a d20, which is 20-sided dice.
Yeah.
And if you get above 10, it's a success, and if you get a below 10, it's a failure. And 3 failures, you
And
die
just-
forever.
Just
like you're
tear
dead.
in with this
And 3
rapier,
successes,
poking,
you
poking,
wake up.
And
Now, if you
suddenly
roll a 1, which is a
you're
critical
making a little
fail,
bit of contact,
that
and
counts
you're
as
getting some
2
open
death
air.
saves. But if
And
you
you
get a
realize
20,
the-
which is a critical success, that counts as 2
flawed methodology
saves.
of trying to stab a skeleton that has no
or 2
flesh.
failures and then 2 saves, yeah.
But you do
So,
damage to it, and it looks
yeah.
extremely
So you
rough.
can. If you get knocked
Despite
down and they
it
keep
being
hitting you, and on top of that,
skeleton,
if you
it
get
looks worse
killed,
than it should.
and then the amount of damage
Far,
you take
far worse.
is equal to what your full damage is. So, like, I have 35 health points. If I get hit 70 points right now and die, that permit kills you as well. If you get double your health points and hit points right away, that'll kill you immediately
Yep.
as well.
Exactly.
Like, and no death saves. Like, you're dead.
Day.
Oh, it's my turn.
Elbows.
Elbows is right. Let's start with the short sword at the one right in front of me. I've just been sitting here watching everybody because I'm so slow. Oh, that was the wrong thing.
Yep, I was wondering about that one.
I hit the wrong button. There we go. Oh, well, ironic, but
They
shitty.
punished you and gave you the same number. You swing wide and you kind of
Okay.
just slash right in between 2 ribs.
Okay.
Come away with a little bit of scrap.
Okay, we'll do unarmed strike then after that. Okay.
Okay, yep. I'll give that to you.
Yeah, hit. Good. Cool.
You brought it in. You swung your short sword and kind of got it snagged on some cloth and dragged it in a little bit closer and followed up with an elbow.
Yeah, that's what always happens. The sword is just a distraction.
Yep. Once they see a weapon, they don't figure elbows.
Yep.
So yes, nice 6 damage. It's you've ripped out some ribs, smashed them to pieces.
I think. Yeah, that's all I can really do for now. So, and I don't want to move, so that'll be it.
Okay. Rose.
Okay, sorry, my turn's over. What do we got?
Yeah.
I've
You
died
got
during a
one-
campaign before. You re-roll for a
One
new character, and the
skeleton barely
DM helps
holding on
introduce him with
between
you
and
have
Hollomere.
them. Haha, I'm sure Shock is explaining it, but I have the stream muted, so I don't hear everyone twice. Jesus, so can you join just to listen, or do you just not return the campaign? So, if your character perma dies for one reason or another, we actually had somebody who died really early in a campaign a couple years ago. He tried to jump over a opening in a cliff, and he didn't make it, and he insta-died. So usually what happens is the DM will let you create a whole new character,
18
and then
plus
you'll
whatever
just
is
be
enough
somebody
to get
that
that one,
joins the
sure.
party later. So like in that session you're dead, and you have to start working on a new character. He'll work on writing into the
And then
narrative
exactly how
a way
much
for
it
you
is.
to reintroduce the party, and he'll probably work with you, he or she,
You're
or they
getting slashed at.
will work with you
in two
on what
different
makes sense for
directions
that.
as
Who
the
are you?
sword.
What's your background?
You see
So
a
maybe
rapier, a
you're at
familiar
a.
shiny
I'm gonna turn
sword
them down a little bit just so you guys can hear me.
kind of above you, and
They might
stab
be
you
like
towards
at the
the
pub in the
and
next
then
town, and you
again,
stop in there for a drink
distraction,
and you run into him,
jump
or
up and slash
you
base of the skull just falls
you find him on the road and he's headed for the same place you are, and he will decides to help you. Like you can just, there's different ways you can weave a new character into the story. I remember I read this one really cute story. This kid had created this character and worked really hard on him, and died pretty early in the campaign, and it was really sad. But everybody was like, "Oh no!" And the kid just kind of sitting there staring at his sheet of paper with all the character notes on it for a bit, and then he writes Junior next to the name, and says, "I'm here to avenge my father." And he just used the same character sheet. It was pretty funny, actually.
Take a shot.
Oh, barrel roll. I saw that one. Yeah, it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny.
20 definitely gonna hit.
But there's so many like rules and stuff within the individual characters. Like for instance, I'm a monk, so I don't have magic powers or anything like that. But my power is my fists. So
That's
I get
enough.
with a monk, you get a lot more
You
hand-to-hand
still
combat kind of stuff, and
careful
acrobatics
and
is one of your
pop
good
the skull
strengths and
right
things
off
like that.
the
So you
guy.
can hop around and do kind of kung fu kind of stuff. Whereas like Pesky's a druid, like I said, so she can turn into animals.
Crumbling down.
I'm gonna look at more
Hollomere.
and say, hey, pretty boy, these are really easy to kill. I don't know if you want to get in on this.
The Hollomere who was just talking, he's our archer, so he's kind of like a Robin Hood kind of character.
Alright, Mort, you've been talking.
Mort, I believe, is a bard, if I remember correctly, which is a charismatic kind of character, so he can talk his way out of situations and things of that nature. And then Serena, I think, is a rogue, if I remember correctly, which is like a sneaky individual who's really good at lockpicking and things of that nature. The ironic thing about Serena, though, is she's a rogue who hates breaking into places and breaking the law. So she's the only one who can pick a lock, but she never wants to be the one to break in. So it's a very interesting dynamic.
Are you still hurling insults?
And then with my
in the
monk,
direction
one of the abilities I have is if I swing with a weapon, I can then follow it up with punches with my fists for free without needing to do another action or whatever. And it's turned into, I've said that my elbows are what I use all the time. So that's whenever they say follow it up with an elbow, that's kind of become my thing for my character, is that I just always elbow people and kill them with my elbows. I think I've killed like 9 people in this campaign with my elbows.
Somebody over here. Can't see you now. Sees a cat.
Can you just pick anything, or is that campaign based? Like, can I be an archer druid that turns into a dragon? So typically the way it works is you pick a race and a class. So the race is just kind of who your person is. Like, are you an elf? Are you a halfling? Are you a dwarf? Elf? Things of that nature. You can be a dragonborn, which is like half dragon. So you're humanoid, but you have like scales and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. But they're usually not liked, so you'll be an unlikable character most likely, depending on the campaign and depending on the world you're in. Kind of like World of Warcraft, yeah.
Okay,
I don't know a lot
you
about World of
cover
Warcraft, but
because
I
the
assume so.
and so
But yeah, the rule is you pick one race, so
the-
whatever that you get certain abilities based on the race you pick. So like elves are usually what's a good example? Elves are better magically inclined, so you'd want to pick a class that has magic to go with them typically.
one you just killed, so it is not
So then with
dead.
classes you can
That
pick
one is dead.
druid, which is
Guess who's
the
surrounding
animal
cat now?
nature kind of person. Monk, who I kind of explained. The archer, I think they call him a ranger. And then there's barbarian, which is just a big brute that can punch everything. Yeah, just like WoW, yeah. So, but basically, yeah, you pick one of each. So you can't really be both an archer and a druid. But you can be like a druid that carries a bow. Like you can try to mix, and you can multi-class eventually. Like when you level up, you can work with your DM and decide that instead of being a level 2 druid, I want to be a level 1 druid and then also a level 1 ranger, and then try to find a way to mesh the stats together between those two. Like you can kind of work with your DM on things you'll nitpick and take from the different classes. That's something you can do. Ugh, okay, thank you. I love talking about this, but it's kind of hard to go back and forth between keeping track of what's happening. But anyway, yeah. So it's pretty cool. But there's a handful of things you can be, and there's stuff that like other people have created outside of the basic rules that you could pick, and that's something you would work with. Oh no! Don't be sorry. I like this conversation. But there's things outside the book you can pick that you just work with your DM and he can tell you if that makes sense in the world and try not to make it too overpowered so you ruin the campaign and just kill everybody right away, things like that. So there's a lot of options, but there is like rules around everything. Now the rules are meant to be bent and maybe sometimes broken in order to, because the in a good D&D game, in my opinion, fun wins out over rules. So if you want to do something like in my kind of campaign and most of the campaigns I've been in, if you want to do something really cool, but it doesn't necessarily fit the cookie cutter rules of that character, we can make a way to make it work, because I would rather have that kind of cool shit than be a rules Nazi, you know? That's the kind of campaign that I like to be in and run myself. But there are campaigns out there where they're very like you cannot step out of the lines, and that's fine too. There's different ways to play the game, and everyone has their own, and that's the beauty of it, is that you can make it whatever you want, you know, play it how you want with the people you want that have the same values. I think what a lot of people run into is it's hard to find D&D groups. It's hard to find DMs is the truth of it, but it's sometimes hard to find groups that all mesh together, and what'll happen a lot is people will find a random online people.
Serena just came in and just
just a second.
The one in front of you that got you real good with a short sword, she came up and retaliated and got it back for you. There's one on the cat. There's one over there, and you might hear some odd noises shambling off from the other side of this wall.
I will step over the dead body of this one and try to take a swipe at this one right here.
Beautiful.
Let's go short sword, hit the right button this time. 17. Thank you. 8 piercing.
8. Perfect. Okay.
Hey, what's up, Muskie? Right in the middle of my turn. I'll talk to you in a second.
Still standing.
All right, let's do the unarmed strike after that.
We're down.
Oh.
With a 9er. Not going to quite make it there. You get the short sword, and you're almost as amazed as anyone else. The short sword actually made contact. And you're not sure what to do when your short sword is still there, and then you try to pull it and throw your elbow at the same time and just kind of mismatch your own body.
Yeah, that's all I can really do. Damn. All right, I'll just hold tight until next round.
Okay. Let's see. Shamble.
Thank you for giving that shout out to Pesky. Where was I? Let me scroll back.
It's gonna take a
Yeah,
shot
that makes
at
sense.
you.
What up, Chucky? Yeah, what's up, Muskie? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Dun, dun, 10. 10 does not hit.
Playing a little D&D tonight, as you know.
Okay.
So how detailed can you get? Like, if I'm an archer, do I already have a set type of attack? Like, can I say I want to shoot a flaming arrow, or does that not matter because it depends on what you roll?
You try to line up a shot.
Again, that's a thing with your DM. I just about anything's possible. But again, there are rules. So, like, a flaming arrow would be a little bit overpowered, I would say. Now, there could be a way where, like, if you're in a situation where there is fire and you have bows, you could try to light one and then shoot it. I imagine that would be, like, a scenario where you could do something like that. Or if you work it out with your DM that you find and buy or were inherited this magic, and because there are magic weapons exist, so that you could get inherited maybe or something like that. Like sometimes DMs will, especially in a one shot or at a certain level of the campaign or whatever, they'll like say, hey, your prize is one magic item, and they'll let you pick a magic item to add to your character at some point, or maybe before the campaign starts, something like that. So in that, you could probably find a magic weapon that would do the kind of thing you want to do. As far as weapons in general, when you start, there is kind of a starting set typically of like, here's what your character would have at the beginning of the campaign. But again, your DM might say, it makes sense that by this time, all of your characters in their backstories would have gotten a magic weapon, so pick one. Or maybe your character specifically came from a magical background, so they would clearly have that already, or something like that. So there's a lot of options as far as that kind of goes. But
21 to hit.
to answer your main question, there is kind of a set starting stuff, and you can kind of pick stuff around that if your DM wants to or is okay with it.
From a ranged weapon.
So if we're at a random market and I say I'm going to look around for obsidian arrows for sale, can I do that? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yes, yep. That is definitely something you could do. There is definitely.
Yep.
Sorry, what happened?
You got 4 damage.
Thank you.
Shot
Sorry.
By a bow.
Sorry. Got it. Thank you.
The monk took a ranged
Oh,
hit.
wait. Thank you.
Wait for it to begin and
Sorry. Okay.
So you have 4 ranged damage coming to you. What would you like to do about that?
Yeah, I'm gonna do deflect missiles. Thank you. I need to roll a d10 plus my dexterity modifier.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way you can really miss this one.
Wait. Oh shit! They moved the dice. There it is. Okay. So that's a 12 when you add my dex.
Boom. So as this arrow comes towards you, you just instinctively blink, and Neo from the Matrix, you turn and bend and just snatch it right out of the air, reducing the damage to 0.
Okay, and then I will spend a key point to throw it back at the person who shot me with it.
Cool. Make a ranged attack. D20 plus dex.
Thank you.
I assume it would make you proficient with it. So D20 plus 6. Yep. You catch that sucker and chuck it right back at him. Go ahead and roll a D6 plus 4. I always forget this. Yeah.
So it's a 3 plus, would you say plus?
I'm trying to remember if it's a dex mod or the.
Let me look here. Range now,
When you damage with a thing.
make it with proficiency. Yep. Whistle counts as a monk weapon for the attack. So I think that's just.
You roll your martial arts die, which is your D6. Yes. Well,
I'm guessing it'd be-
6.
I'm guessing it'd be +4. Everything else I have is +4.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
So that's a 7 total.
Doing 7 damage. Okay, you whip that sucker out of the air, take it and chuck it right back at the thing, and it sticks right kind of into the side of the face. It doesn't go down, but it's not pleased with you.
Yeah, try that again. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, they say. Oh no.
Damn it.
It snags ya. And zips you for 9 damage with a bow,
Alright.
which you've used your reaction,
Yep, I already did.
so you just gotta eat that one. Sorry.
Yep.
You're tanking. Good job. Alamir.
Move my hunter's mark over to this gentleman here.
Very good.
Oh my god, it's like a never-ending skeleton fest.
Okay, sorry guys, I didn't expect something to come up not on my turn. Where are we at? That's so cool. Tell them you're hallucinating and talking to your subconscious from all the shit fumes. Yeah, exactly. He's FAFB. FAFB. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm probably an idiot. I don't remember what I was saying before my turn came up, but they know I'm streaming, so they're fully aware that I was talking to chat for that. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Peaches. I don't know what FABFB is.
That initial damage roll is killing you.
But yeah, so it's very customizable. You can kind of do whatever you want to do.
All I got for you.
It comes down to your DM. He's kind of the god of the world you're in, and he decides what you can and can't have. So, oh, fast as fuck, boy. Of course it is. Thank you. Yes.
Zombie.
Yeah. So with a monk, what's kind of cool is I get these things called key points, and I get abilities that I can use to spend those key points to do the ability. So one of my abilities, which the DM was kind to remind me of because I'm so distracted, is that when things are shot at me,
They're coming!
when things are shot at me, I have the ability to use my reaction to catch it and throw it back at them. And so that's what I just did. Unfortunately, I can only do one of those per turn, though, so I wasn't able to do it, though, and the second guy did it.
Fire a bolt or an arrow at that one.
There are a lot of these fucking skeletons here, that's what I'm gonna say.
Yep.
Very good at fighting, Mr. fucking Nat 20.
Pop it for 10.
Yep. You return that with vigor and put this skeleton.
Water break sounds good.
Zombie.
Sounds good, Peaches.
And I'll drive even, take a couple steps over. I'll do it a copy, but this smell is really getting to me. And that's my turn.
Okay, good. Skeleton comes up over here. And alright, it's gonna rush forward, stand on top of the corpse of its friend. Right. And try to take a slash at the cat. $21 to hit cat.
I don't think that's a cat anymore.
Nope.
5 damage. So cat absorbs a few of that.
Let's see. Two,
Yeah, how much
seven,
HP
three.
does a cat have?
2. Just 2. Which is fine. So long, kitty cat.
Fucking super confused skeleton. He's like, what?
Hell yeah, Mosky. Hell yeah, I am.
Alright.
Hey, what's up, BFP? Welcome in. Going good. Going good. I haven't streamed in a while, so I'm having fun. Missed you guys.
What
Good to
was
see you, man.
the
How's your Monday going?
cast On?
Stone.
It was either the bag of 1,000 beads, one of the beads, or it was a stone. I forget which one, but I know it was something small.
Okay.
Going late? No, it's about the same time. We usually go until about 45 minutes from now.
Trying to get her to swallow
Like
it?
11:15. It's 10:30 my time right now.
You see
So we're
that
not going too
Roselle
late.
has appeared where a cat once
Now, we
was,
did
and
skip the last 2 weeks, so if you
Oh,
tried to
yeah,
check on
yeah,
us last couple
in her
weeks,
mouth, and
has
she's like,
now
"What the
has
fuck is
stone.
that?"
that's why we weren't there. We weren't done. We just didn't stream.
Cut it out and put it in my pocket or something. I don't know. I'll wait till
Has
later.
2 HP, but also has 9 lives. Ooh, good thought, Pet
with that,
Muskie. I wish.
The one
I
in
wish.
front of you that is
They should give him 18 just for that.
Day is up and seeing this strange transformation, reaches forward with a sword. And
I already did it, Pesky, but thank you for doing it.
21.
Sorry, trying to catch up here. Not bad. Had today off. Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
And just does just a little 3 damage. Just a little concerned that it was just one thing and is now another. Just a gentle prodding with the sword. Serena.
Oh, I bet. That sounds fun. Yeah, I love Renfest. I love the Minnesota Renfest. We have a lot of fun with that.
He's done.
Ours isn't until the
prodding
fall,
with
though.
violence. You have one over there between you and Damaris.
Yeah. I want to, like, cut it.
Mhm.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I was just thinking of that,
Other
my kid-
Sophie.
Yes. Yes, I was. Right there. She's got her heart. You guys haven't had to
Oh
watch
shit,
that.
BFP, that's fun. I haven't been able to do anything like that. That's cool. That's really cool. You guys ever watch that show?
Pain.
I can't remember what it was called, but they make their weapons on the show, like they're blacksmiths, and they make a weapon and then they
Yeah,
test it
the
out,
space
and then
one.
the judges vote on the best weapon or whatever.
Why are we watching? Oh,
It's like
fuck.
Forge and Fire. I
Roll
think that's what it's
again,
called.
You step
That's a fun one.
over
That's a
so
cool
you can
show.
flank it with Damaris.
Yeah.
Roll again.
Oh, that, yeah. I guess just roll normal again.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I'm snacking. I'm sorry.
12?
Yep, we've given it 12.
8.
8.
Yeah, that show was so cool. I watched a lot of it. I haven't watched all of it, but
My best rolls
Some
of the night.
wicked sneak damage, and you take that sucker out. Damaris is almost skewered a little bit by the extra damage from the rapier there.
Hell yeah, my weapon will kill.
it just goes right in the belly button. Otherwise, it would have stabbed me.
Alright, Damaris, you're up. You've got 4 bows trained on you and a short sword in your direction.
Yep.
And a rapier that you think is friendly.
I think this one in front of me still up. If I heard right.
The one between you and Roselle up here is still up.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yep.
The other 2 are down.
Yep. I'll swing at him again. Yeah, baby.
Yep, that short sword.
That's 8.
That's it. That'll do it.
Thank
for this
God.
one. You get peppered with arrows and decide you don't want to be peppered by arrows no more, and you swing and slash at this guy and chop him in 2. Fell him like a tree.
Sweet. I'm going to. First, I'm going to turn to Roselle and I'm going to say, "Don't forget to grab the jaws," and I wink at her, and then I run this way. And I'll go up here, and I will do a key point to do 2 unarmed attacks on this one. I'll go back to that screen. There we go. 12 for that one. 4, 8. And then another one. Oh, I think I missed.
An 8 to hit. Yes, that does
Yep.
miss.
All right. Well, I got the one anyway.
You got one.
And I'll do it.
Oh, doke. And moving along, we've got the one you just poked.
A gentle prodding. That sounds fun. Muskie, I just saw that. God damn it.
Go for a swing.
Forge of Fire. Yeah, we talked about that. Your weapon will keel. Yeah. That's right. I remember that. Your weapon will keel. I forgot about that. Who decides they want to be peppered with arrows? Well, when your options are limited. I feel like I think that's what would push someone that way.
Alright. John takes 5 damage, and Roselle no longer
Got it, thank you.
Roselle.
Yeah. I'm just gonna lightly step over these bodies, and I'm gonna use my scimitar and take a slice at this one here.
Very good. Very good. Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Yep, you sent that one back to its grave. Alright, that's an action. We have bonus action, you have a little bit more movement. What would you like to do? You see 2 off to your right, and you see 1 straight up ahead. 2 bows behind you.
Yeah.
And Damaris looking bloodied and pretty rough next to you.
Yeah. I will just...
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, he's good. He doesn't need anything from me.
I could do this all day.
Let's see. Don't really know you, but I will just take a couple more steps to just come up next to this one. For my next turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna prepare for you to attack me. Yeah.
That one's out. Okay. Alright, so the 2 standing off down the way, having had great success with their bows so far, and being tactical geniuses, are going to do the same thing that they just did. One's going for Roselle as it's a much shinier target. We'll see what that does. First one will be at Roselle. 12 to hit.
Yeah.
Kind of hard not to hit with a 12. Sorry. 7 damage.
Yeah.
You get a nasty prick in your back.
What a prick.
And a 22 Damaris.
Yeah, no, yeah, yep, that does, yep.
With 5
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah, I'm down, baby.
The ranged attack.
Oh, was it? I thought it was just this guy. Oh, I misunderstood.
Damaris.
I misunderstood.
That's the ranged guys, the further away ones.
My bad.
So
So yeah, I'll do my thing then.
Yep, burn your reaction to...
It's a D10, yeah. Remind me so. I don't get to do this very often.
Yeah, D10 plus Dex plus Monk level. Pretty much can't fail. There you go.
Yep.
You snatch it out of the air again.
And
I'm
I'll
not sure what you've got left for key, but
I got 2 left, so I'll use one of them to chuck this back. Which is, what did we say, a D6?
well, roll the 20 to do damage.
Oh, for hitting
just
first.
to
Yeah,
hit.
sorry. Yep.
A 20 plus, 12 plus a couple of modifiers. You hit with that, and then a D6.
Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to. Yeah, I didn't mean to hit it twice.
That's
D6.
alright.
Yep. Oh.
Wah, wah.
So what's that? We said +4, so it's
Plus
5.
4.
Yeah.
That's 5 damage. Right back to the second one down here that shot you. Okay. He's now got an arrow. Both of those boys down there got arrows sticking out of them. Halimir, your current target is down.
Sorry, Debo. I was deep into that roleplay right there. Did it not go? Did it actually sound? Okay, that one worked. That one worked. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm high right now. It's really hard to scare me when I'm high.
11 piercing damage. Definitely takes it
I'm so
down
sorry.
back to the grave. Yep, it's just crumbles. The skull is removed and
How you doing, Devo?
against the far wall.
Did it play and it just didn't get me? I was so engrossed in that. I might have to turn those up.
The Frenchman.
Where are they? No, those are all the way up on my screen. I'll have to look into it.
Wait, no, because Damaris caught the last missile, so he didn't actually go down, right?
Right.
Okay.
Correct, I'm up.
Just look, you're bleeding from the head wounds and the mouth.
Profusely.
I'm looking rough, but I'm still standing.
I mean, he just snatched that fucking arrow and threw it back as if it was nothing. So
That was pretty impressive.
You know?
Yeah.
I was like looking at the blood on my chest and wiping it off while I catch it and throw it back. I'm not even really paying attention to it.
The cockiness. Just love it.
Alright, well, see what Mort's doing now.
Any movement there, Halimir? Are you done?
Nope, that was it.
All right, Mort.
Yeah, I set up Slithery Snake for the Frosty bots today.
See the one up there. With
Hold on, let me look at it.
And take a shot at it.
Lost game actually got a tech whiz and after entering something there's nothing figured out. Besides, hey, what are you doing?
Unfortunately, a 5 is going to go a little wide.
And it'll just go.
That's awesome.
See,
That's
the energy
awesome.
level's already run out.
I love that.
Do what I can. Dimish.
Less than 3 months, it'll be 3 hatchlings. That's crazy, Debo. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
That'll be my.
That's one of the built-in soundboards. That's one of the built-in.
There it is.
Damn.
It's just a flesh
All
wound.
right, Serena. You see Mort step up after you see Damaris, this bloody, nasty, stinky version of Damaris.
Yeah, that's coming up so fast, Debo. That's crazy. Congratulations.
comes out of
That's
the air.
unbelievable.
You see Mort. You see an arrow just zip through. You don't even know. It
Damn.
comes from the left, goes to the right. You don't know what's going
Now
on.
I feel bad you didn't scare me.
And then you see Mort step up and whip out the.
Came back. Yeah, he finally
Or-
killed
or-
almost all the skellies. Yeah, I am literally at 4 health points.
Whip
Peaches.
The wall.
So, yeah. I'm
So
just
stand on the-
barely alive. I just did another catch and throw to knock another one.
One in front of
Didn't hit him
me.
that hard, but
And
we hit him.
Damaris.
We definitely
Is
hit him.
there a way I can get flanking or whatever? I want God, why does my brain not work?
Yeah, there's only one left now, Peaches.
I want to be able to get sneak attack is really what my
It was
whole
hard.
goal was.
You're gonna
hard.
get sneak. If you hit, you're gonna get sneak because it's engaged by another person.
Got it. Okay.
Um,
I always
you
forget how
being a
those
Dexy
rolls.
rogue, I wouldn't even make you roll for acrobatics or whatever to kind of sneak past it or run around it or something. So you could end up basically here and
Well, it's just kind of blocked off, so I wasn't sure if that was a wall or what. Oh. I guess there's more there. Didn't know. Okay. But that's.
But you're
not
flanking, so roll again.
15.
15 will do it.
Sweet.
9 plus
4.
9 plus 4 is what you needed.
13. Sweet.
You do a little fancy footwork. You turn yourself around and smash this one.
Motherfucker. No.
And that's
That's what it's all
Sorry, it
about.
looks like 2 what, Peaches? Oh, 2 left. Just this one
Well, I put my right
in the
hand
corner
in,
here
and
is
then
the
I
only one
took
we
it
have
out.
left. These are all
So you put
dead.
it
These
back
2
in
are
there.
dead. These 3 guys
And
are
I did a little
us.
shake.
This guy's on our team. This
Took
guy's
a
on our
little crud.
team. And these 2 are dead, and this
I'm
one's
glad you
dead.
turned yourself around.
So it's just this guy.
Me too. Thanks.
Bigger damage, catch arrow, and run up the spear. And run up and spear.
Alright, there's one
With said
left.
arrow.
Serena's stepped
I
up.
don't know, I
and
got pretty
some
good
over there.
damage just throwing it
Damaris,
back.
You are left. You just whipped one back at them.
Yep.
And then another, a full-size arrow zips in kind of from off-screen behind you and finishes off the one you just plinked.
Oh, got it, Peaches. Okay.
But there's still one more standing next to it. He's the one who hit you twice.
Yeah. I'm hurting pretty bad. Is there anything? Oh, I do have a dart. Okay, I'll do that. I'll walk up this way. I'll step up to here. Let's go here. I don't remember how far dart goes. That's probably
20,
good.
60, probably like that.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Okay, cool. So I'll just throw a dart at that guy. Sweet.
Oh, yeah.
For 8.
For 8, that's what it had left.
Yes.
From it, you threw the
Yes.
other one at it, and then you finish it off with your own ranged weapon. And for a moment, as the last
Thanks for the air horn,
skeleton
Besky.
that you can see crumbles and crushes to the dust, you stand there for a moment and just listen, straining your ears for any scraping noises that have become a little bit familiar in the last, 18 seconds. And you hear nothing for a moment.
Right? Love it.
12 skeletons down.
Woot woot.
I thought that was gonna go on for forever. They just kept coming. There was.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, what do we got here? Oh, the one by Serena. Okay, I didn't see
should
that
do
one
this
before you
more
talked to me,
often.
so thank you. Your facial hair is giving me
I prefer
the
to-
Artignan.
I'll let you guys fight them. I'll hang back a little.
Hold on. Please hold.
You killed one, didn't you? You did good.
Oh, I see it. Yep.
I would call that luck.
I see it. Yep. Good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
Luck is for someone
Good call.
else, bro.
All for one. I
That
get
was
it now.
skill. You shot that fucking
Yep.
perfect.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I can't even
We
say
all did
anything.
good.
You're right.
Thank you,
Damaris,
Mr. Cheerleader. I love it.
look at your outfit needs some of Mort's help, I think.
Yeah, I'm also bleeding pretty profusely over here.
I'll give him a potion
Oh, thank you.
of healing.
We don't want to take a short rest, or are we in a good place where we could? Is Roselle, are you hurt too? You look like you've got a bloody nose.
Yeah, just a little bit. Not horrible, but
But enough where we'd maybe want to rest instead of using potions, or
Yeah, whatever you guys want to do.
It would seem prudent to save our supplies if we can take a moment to relax.
Yeah, let's do that then. Oops, sorry.
Well, I was just thinking we just made a lot of noise, so we...
I was just thinking the same thing. Like, as much as I want to rest, I worry about more things hearing all of that racket.
We should probably just keep moving, so if something ahead of us did hear us, it's not going to be too far away before we get there. Or sneak up on us if we stay here. I got a couple more potions besides that one, and we still have a couple more of our powers or spells, so I think we'll be alright if we keep moving forward, but let's not let anyone get away from us.
How much is the healing potion again?
2d4.
Standard is. Yep, 2d4 plus 2. Yep, sorry.
Thank you. You're good. Thank you.
So 6 total.
I feel a little better.
Well, you kind of take a look around, take stock of where you are as you take a deep breath. Not a short rest or anything. But you wander this room for a minute. You see this, the stone pillars. There's a small area right here that seems to have a little bit, some steps leading up to what looks like probably a trap door, but it's just completely immovable. Whatever's on top of it must be blocked from above in a way that just absolutely cannot move. You look around a little bit on the other side and see just additional storage, cold storage. Just this is some deep cellar that they've kind of basically forgotten about. There's some busted wine bottles.
So due to my PC being the way it is, I set it up
empty
so I can
root
stream from my
cellar,
Xbox and view my
mostly
Twitch
just
page from my
cobwebs at this
PC. So
point.
I'm not technically streaming from the PC. It's not draining much power. So send in the power drive failure and restart my PC. Oh, sweet. Okay.
Well, should we just go across then?
We love seeing you work that out. That's awesome. I'll have to catch your stream. I'll catch your next stream.
Either way.
And
But I'm glad you figured it out. That's awesome.
Before leaving the room, can we collect the jaws? Not all. I don't know if I want to collect all of them, but maybe just a couple.
Grab.
Roselle's got a taste for it.
Something I didn't mention today was that we've named our group
you
the
do
Jaw
see
Jackers
Additional
because
tiles
we've
of
started
bones
doing
on top,
where when we kill
above and
people,
beyond the bones that you have
we
put down, there
take
are
their
other
jaw
piles
bones,
of bones in
their
here.
jaw bones.
In the corners, in this
And
dry storage on the
Roselle's gotten a
bed,
taste for it.
they're not
She loves
yet
taking it. That's
animated
Pasty's
piles of
character, by the way.
bones.
So yeah,
And you recall that
so that's
you
great.
ran into the people who sent you this way.
But yeah,
were,
really happy to hear it, Muskie. Really happy to hear that you figured it out.
Bones on the behalf of a necromancer. You figure this is the fruits of his labor up until now.
Well, he's probably
Shit.
gonna be pissed.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's probably gonna be pissed at us for killing all of his skeleton guys that he worked so hard to make.
Well, they were fucking pussies, so he should try harder next time.
Yep.
Be
All right,
richer,
everybody
buy better
grab a
armor.
pile of jaws.
I worry
I
about.
mean,
you,
I'll grab a
what you
couple.
Want.
Well, we are the Jawjackers, aren't we?
I mean, we gotta follow our title.
Yeah.
It's what's written in the book. It's what it says I have to do.
It is my God-given name. I have to.
And for the sake of timing and my voice, I think we're gonna wrap it up there tonight with the intent of you all proceeding either into the other secret door or down the way to the other main door.
Sounds great, if not extremely confusing.
Indeed.
Wait, which door are we going to?
Secret door.
Exactly.
Secret door.
There's the secret door there, or there's the main door that you went through earlier and did not
Okay.
fully flush out.
Left off. Going to secret door. Let's see how well we remember that next week.
So I'm gonna go lay down. I love you guys. I'll see you next week.
All right.
Everybody.
Till
I think
next
we all
week.
do that now.
Yeah.
Night.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Good
All right,
night.
guys.
Night, everybody.
It's been
Good night,
fun.
guys. Have a good rest of your week.
You too. Bye.
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 All right, everybody. That's the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for hanging out. We are going to... Yes, thank you, BFP. Thank you, everyone who's been hanging out and asking questions in chat. Oh, my God. Pesky. I appreciate it so much. Today was so fun. This was a lot of fun to be able to talk D&D with you guys. D&D is always fun, but it's always a little more fun when there's... Hey, thanks for the sub, BFP.
Woo.
Woo! It said. Thank you to Infinity and Beyond. Until next time. Exactly. Did you get Peaches? That's actually half the reason I like that sound alert. Is it doesn't just get me; it gets you guys too. She's not sorry at all. No, don't believe her. We're gonna go ahead and rate out. The next stream is going to be tomorrow. Pesky is going to be streaming some Jackbox. Some Jackbox games, so make sure to tune in for that. Those are always a great time, and the more people, the more fun it is. So please hang out for that. Other than that, please stick around for the raid. Here's a couple raid messages you can use. There they are. If you're subscribed, you can use the second one. I promise it'll work. And if you're not subscribed, just use that first one. That's totally fine. Not necessary. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great night, and thanks for hanging out once again. Love you guys. Bye.